We're gonna be okay, no problem.
Okay.
Be ready to start.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and start it.
Clear.
Take space on the sea lane. Stop, stop. Pump it once, start it.
Okay. Are you good down the sea lane?
Yep, go down the sea lane. Bring the radio on. Bring the lights on.
Test, test, test. Test, test.
Hooks Tower, seaplane 92873 in the sea lane for taxi and warm-up. Seaplane 92873, Hooks Tower, roger, advise ready. We'll call you ready. 12505, altimeter 2969er. Alright, 250 at 5, so we'll be taking off to the south.
Tango Bravo, taxi to parking vehicle, pop up on the ground,
Practice your S-turns, we'll turn it around to the ground. That was your Tango Bravo. We'll turn it around, do a mag check on the way back.
Okay.
And,
You didn't give us a squawk yet.
no, he won't give us a squawk because we're going to the lake.
Okay.
Unless you want to do 1 or 2 touch and goes and then go to the lake, or what?
Let's just go to the lake, and then we'll come back here and maybe do 1 or 2 when we're done.
We can do that, that's fine.
Do we still want these up?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not? That looks like it's going to be here for 1 more day.
Yeah, no, they're not even out there yet.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
already noon. Maybe it's like government hours, I guess, you know?
Yeah, could be.
Insurance company is in control now. Funny they left that truck out there, you know?
No, the truck is actually, they've got it rigged and everything like that to hold the nose gear on the ground. They have cables running around and holding the nose gear down. The nose gear comes up about a foot, and I don't think they want to take a chance of the damn thing rotating backwards and bending the wing or hitting the fuselage or something.
Gotcha. Yeah.
We went out there yesterday afternoon.
Yeah. See, the sun came out just like we planned, right? Like we planned. A little earlier. So what part of Conroe do you normally go to?
Well, I'll show it to you up there.
Okay.
It's easier to talk about it when you can see it.
Sure, sure.
What we'll do is we'll take off. When you leave the sea lane here, flaps, everything is the same. 20-degree turn, flaps 10, okay? And then once we get to about 500 feet, then we'll go ahead and clean the flaps up and turn north.
Okay.
I like to just keep the same scenario over and over.
Hey, you might know, you were talking yesterday about how when you just go up like this, it makes, change, like just not doing anything different on the water rudders, just changing the pitch and seeing how that turns it. Well, I guess it's kind of trying to weather vane anyway right now.
Yeah, we'll do this up at the lake.
Okay,
Up at the
all
lake.
right.
Down here it's not as, you don't have enough room to watch it happen.
Sure. All right, so it looks like the wind is straight ahead, so that left turn would be better than a right turn.
Do a left turn.
Okay.
And take it all the way to the shoreline.
Okay.
We do have a little bit of a downward turn.
Okay. If you get tight on the turn, is it?
Get up here a little
Okay.
bit. You know.
Okay.
All right, and you want to initiate the turn. Now just keep it going. Don't turn. Don't
Okay.
turn. Don't turn. Don't turn. Pull back on the stick and pull left rudder. Only because we're making a downwind turn. So, but as we come around here, the wind will hit the tail and will tighten up your turn a little bit for you.
Yeah, it'll weather
And
vane
with a
us.
little bit of downwind turn is fine, but for the most part, I normally don't.
Okay.
All right, then just set yourself up here, and typically on the way down, that's when I do my control check and everything except my engine check.
There's a little bit of binding in there, but not too bad. All right, and then go do our mag check now.
1700.
Okay.
Let's go back to that one mag. No, that's okay. All right, back to
Darby.
Yeah. Go down, push it back in.
All right, flaps are at 20. All right, so takeoff trim is to the E. Carburetor heat on, then off. Flaps 20. Area clear. Rudders in hand. Will be in hand once we get to the turn here.
Yep.
Switches and seat belts are on. Yoke back.
Okay. Have you got your shoulder straps loose enough to hook up to the water?
Yes, I do. I got them so they're right about there.
Okay.
So I did set that today.
All right, so it's just a typical takeoff, 20-degree turn, clean the flaps up to 10, give it a 3 count, and we get to about 500 feet. Looking out the window, we get to 500 feet.
Okay.
Just make your turn to the north, you roll out to the north, flaps come up.
So basically on that same roadway that we were doing? Or
We can even cut it shorter than that. Just
Okay.
Get to 500 feet.
Because we're not doing it downwind, so we don't need the space. All right, and we are on 18.4.
Yep.
Are we gonna do flight following up there, or?
No.
Okay, I didn't know.
No.
Some people like to do it.
I know people do flight following to Dan Jones Airport 6 miles away. Like,
I
what,
know.
nuts?
Just ask.
Yeah. No, I don't do that.
Okay.
I mean, I do, you know, if I do it a long cross country someplace,
Sure,
I do flight
sure,
following, but
yeah.
I'm within 25, 30 miles of the airport, I don't. I go out to Navasota. I actually can find Navasota without flight following.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Not every time, I'm saying, but you know, most. When you see 600 feet, tell the tower 873 is ready in the sea lane and tell him we're going to the lake.
Okay.
That way he won't give us a squawk. Give them a call. All right? Yeah, 600 foot.
Quickstar, seeing 92873 in the sea lane, ready for takeoff. Going to be a northbound departure to the lake.
79 Romeo Juliet, make right traffic.
Right close traffic, 369 Romeo Juliet.
2.873, sea light south, clear for takeoff, make a left-hand departure to the north.
Alright, 873, clear for takeoff, and make a left departure to the north. 873.
24005.
Right here. Close your window. Okay. Get rid of carburetor heat. Grab the red for the rudder. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right. It's going to take a little longer to take off. Well, actually not. We got some wind out there. I mean, only because we have full fuel.
Full tanks, yeah. Echo Sierra. We're 14 miles to the northwest. 1500 feet, 1,500 inbound full stop.
Sierra 623 Echo Sierra, Hooks Tower, under 5 mile final, run 117 right.
Alright, rudders now.
Yep, go ahead.
5 mile final, 179, correct, Sierra.
Wind calm up under 29 or 69er.
Here comes the windsock. And we're going full power.
Cessna Romeo Juliet, run 117 right, clear for the option, make left traffic on the go.
17 right, clear for the option. Left bus traffic on the go. 369er Romeo Juliet. Push power 14800 for you, 5 miles.
Alright, now bring it back. Now you're on step. Just leave it there. Don't rush this. Alright, let's go. Let's try to roll it out of here.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. I bumped it down a little early.
Yeah, we can use this. It doesn't make any difference today. Alright, go ahead and start your turn north. Clear on the left.
Number 80 Sierra, run 117 right, clear to land number 2.
Clear to land number 2, Echo Sierra.
Looking for 8.
Sierra 3 Echo Sierra, traffic, about 2 miles south of your position.
I couldn't hear you say
It's 1,000.
80 miles an hour for engine cooling. Okay.
What's the traffic here, sir?
Line 873, I may need to follow on your way out.
Alright, there's 80, go flaps up.
Are you talking to the seaplane?
Line 873 up front, traffic inbound, they're just went to final, head for final, just may need to follow on your way out.
Yeah, we'll stay to the
Thank you. Man, I can barely hear him.
turn it up. Alright. Turn your headset up. I mean, yeah, whatever you need.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alright, so flaps up, or
Yep,
80
yep,
knots?
Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. Now, I don't know how high we can get, but if we can get 1,000, I mean, like right here at 1,000 indicated, maybe 11, just look at the clouds and take yourself to the lake.
Okay.
That's all of it right there.
Yeah, definitely a little heavier coming off the water.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to stick.
Sierra 3 Echo Sierra, run 117 right, clear to land number 2, final skyline 2 miles northwest, red numbers.
And now, just adding a 360, maybe even, 350 because of the crosswind. But we'll get, we got 7 to 8 miles visibility. We'll be able to see the lake, and then we'll just line up with the lake.
Okay.
All right. And then I'll run a solid 25 on it.
Okay.
Otherwise, you just fall behind,
Yeah, get behind the curve.
Yeah. And then it just drags.
Number 80 Sierra, there.
Tower from a 908 901 uniform, holding short of 17 right at Charlie, ready for departure.
So 908 901 uniform, extend stand by, running traffic, waiting on our release.
91 uniform. You're gonna have to
Juliet, extend up on 1 mile, to make west close traffic.
Taken?
put a lot of those, solar panels on your roof to put any real power in your house.
Yeah, I know. A friend of mine has an airplane down at Poly Ranch.
Yeah.
And he's got his whole top of his hangar covered in solar panels.
Yeah.
And I think he can run his house and his ACs on them.
Yeah, probably. I mean, now, I don't know if you can actually run them off of the panels or whether you have to,
You have to have a battery. Yeah.
assembly, you know.
But he's during a bright day, he's feeding power back to the grid.
Yeah. Yeah, you sell some power back.
Yeah. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I think it'd take him about 100 years to pay him off, though.
Yeah,
at that rate.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and move another 10 degrees to the left.
All right.
See that water tower right there?
Yes, sir.
That normally is, we want the water tower underneath our left wing.
Okay.
Okay? So just fly directly to it, and when you get there, turn north. And that is east of the localizer and everything like that. So at least to the east of the entire approach. So
Okay.
we don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, it's just weird. I'm used to flying with like maps everywhere and screens everywhere and iPads everywhere.
Maps on the windshield.
Yeah, right.
You're
So you
reading the
can't see
newspaper.
anything else.
Yeah, so you're reading the newspaper. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a window. I can see us crabbing a little bit heading towards that tower.
Yeah, that's okay. Now, pretty much I tell people, I mean, you know, coming up to the lake, if we took off north or south, we'll probably operate north and south. However, we do look for, you know, somebody burning some leaves, smoke, a bunch of American flags up there, all that kind of stuff. Which helps to tell you where the wind is coming from.
Well, we're almost out of flap speed. Almost. Flap's 20 anyway.
Yeah. And right at the base of that, there's a running track. See that running track? Yep. Yeah. That tells you that we went to the proper water tower. And then this is a big shopping center. And what we do is I come out and I can find the shopping center, and then from there I find the water tower, and then from there I head directly south to Oaks Airport.
Yeah.
All right, now, give me a little bit of a turn here to the right. Okay. Keep going a little bit more. Probably 350 on the heading will be fine. Yeah, there you go. I think that'll work fine. This road that goes past the shopping center right there, that road takes us right to Lake Conroe. Okay. I know a lot of people use GPSs, but I just follow the road, you know, seems to work well.
Yeah.
They don't move the road that often.
Not much.
No.
Sometimes they do.
Occasionally, you know. Now, you have Thursday available for a check ride, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And Friday.
Okay, oh, great.
Yeah, the weather looks to be nice. It's just a matter of the wind, how bad the wind is.
We're just late, but, you know.
Seeing some blue sky up there.
Yeah, a little blue sky. Okay, now when we get to the lake, we're going to descend to 700 feet indicated. We're doing everything identical to the airport.
Okay.
700 feet, we'll slow the airplane up to about 80, get 10 flaps out, and we're going to survey the water twice to make sure there's no floating logs, swimmers, fishermen, all that kind of stuff. Okay? You'll measure the board twice, cut it once, and that's okay. I cut the board like 4 times, it was still too short.
Yeah, right? I don't know. Yeah, keep cutting it, right?
All right, so that's the lake starting to come into play, and there's a channel area that goes off to the northeast, which is typically what I use, but we'll take a look at it, make sure there's no fishermen and all that other stuff in there. Okay? So right now we'll just go directly to the lake. Once we get over the lake, then we'll descend down to 700 feet and start looking at everything. All right? That's the other thing. In June, July, August, September, people want to get their seaplane ready. Can we do it on a weekend? Like, no. Go up to the lake on the weekend when you're trying to kill yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and the jet skiers are really the worst. And not in any bad way, but I mean, they're young kids.
Try to chase you down and stuff.
Well, they just do anything you can think of. They do, and they just don't realize how limited maneuverability we have here, and I've been scared 2 or 3 times where I really thought I was going to end up killing some kid on a damn jet ski, and I was perfectly good. I mean, I was on the water and everything. Then he came out from behind a boat and turned right at me. Shit. God, it's never happened. And if we got up here today and the lake was just covered with people, we would shoot 1 or 2 touch and goes and go back to the airport.
Yeah. Yeah, but being a Tuesday, it ought to be pretty
I mean, kids are in school, everything like that. So, we're good. That's the channel area up there. We're going. We got a bird on high here. Because he will dive at the airplane. Yep.
Gonna get behind him there.
Yeah.
All right, so start pulling the power back and start descending.
I don't descend until I'm over the water.
Okay.
We're only going to descend 500 feet,
Okay.
And pull the power back, start your descent. Get down to 500 feet. You already got the power back. Let the speed get into, get to about 85, 80, something like that. 10 flaps out, and we'll survey the water. Okay. What we're going to do is fly all the way up there, make a 45-degree turn to the right, fly for about 6 or 7 seconds, turn it right back around, and come right down the center of the channel.
Okay. Birds.
Yeah. Yeah, if you had your CFI, I'd probably use you as an instructor in the airplane. Build yourself some time if you like.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Fine. Yeah, just power back a little bit. Probably a little bit more. Maybe run on back to 1900 or so. We've got one fisherman right in the middle of the middle, which is fine because we can go on either side of him.
Okay. Do a 10 flat.
Yeah, you can throw it in now if you like. Did you put the 180 horse in your airplane?
Yes. Yeah, I just did it this year. Or well, 2021.
And that cost you what, 45 grand?
About F50 once I bought all the parts and the new baffling and overhaul the alternator and all that stuff.
No, I actually want to be in the middle.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That way, you look at that side, I'll look at this side. Once you turn it around, I'll look at the side you look at, and you look at my side. So
Gotcha, I
that
understand.
gives both of us an opportunity to see what's going on.
Okay.
Right here looks pretty good. Go ahead and turn in. That's good. And 700 feet, we'll level it off. And, we're flying right to the, when we get the shoreline right here, then we take the 45 and 180 back. Okay.
Okay.
And just keep it at 80 miles an hour, about 700, 750, anything, and it'll be fine. Okay, right here, give me a 45-degree turn to the right, or anything close to that will be fine. If you take a look, there's a tower right out there.
I see it.
And now we're just going to count to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me a left turn all the way around back to the water. A little bit of power so we can keep it at 80. Go right back out to the center of the channel area. Okay. And we'll look for some more debris. And we're looking for, jet skis, waters, fishermen, a floating log, anything that we think might be a detriment to us operating out here today. Okay. And then also look for a flag. See what the wind. I got a flag over here. It's hanging totally limp.
I got a white thing floating in the middle of the lake there,
Yeah,
right up the nose.
That's just a slot where some guy's got a fishing hole.
Oh, like a buoy?
Yeah, like a buoy.
All right, I got a pontoon boat up here fishing.
No, you just look
Okay.
for yourself. I'm
Okay.
good over here. All right, I'm looking at the flags. The wind is south-southwest at about 5, 6 knots. And that's a Texas flag down there that actually marks a real shallow spot, which I'm familiar with. It's always been there. There's a fisherman. We want to ignore him or get away from him. Yep. So we'll operate between him and the shoreline, which is at 6,000 feet easily.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to try to stay in the middle, or maybe even just a net here closer to the land so that we don't upset him.
Okay. You want me to just fly right over top of him now, though?
Yeah, right now. When you
Okay.
get to the end of the peninsula, a right turn, that's your crosswind, and then you're going to stay inside the island. Okay, see the island?
Okay, yep.
And there's a road going north, and that's the road we'll be flying over the top of. Water looks pretty good. Yep.
I don't look too terribly rough.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine over
All
here.
right, so here's my turn.
Yep. And I don't see any debris down here at all, so we're in good shape. Just give me a 90-degree turn.
Oh, 90-degree turn.
Yep, we're crosswind.
Oh, I see what you mean. So we're making right traffic?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
traffic.
I understand.
All right, roll wings level. All right, give me a right turn now. And as you roll out, you'll see that road going north.
Okay.
We just want to be just on the outside of the road, so that you can see it. That's our downwind leg, if you will.
Got it.
Okay. All right, right here is a checklist.
Okay. So we got carburetor heat on, then off, gas both, rudder up for water landing, undercarriage up for water landing, fixture and props are set, seatbelts and switches are on, flaps 10, landing 20.
And we'll do 20 when we do base leg, and I'll show you where the base leg is. There's a subdivision here. I try to be on the north side of the subdivision, just so that we don't, there's little babies sleeping and bombs and all that other shit. So I don't want to. I try to be a good neighbor. And this is exactly, you're exactly where I want you to be. Okay?
A little bit high.
Well, I'm not worried about 50 feet. We're good. Rather be high than low. All right, this is a little subdivision I'm talking about. And you can see there's a road right there. We just kind of blend and turn in. Okay. Doing fine. Keep it coming. All right, this is your 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 1 carburetor heat. 1. Power comes back a little bit. All right. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Very nice. And just keep your turn going right into the water, right towards the water. Okay. Okay, now this is where you're going to set up for your glassy water landing. Okay. So, get the power back, get the nose high, loosen up the friction lock a little bit, listen to the stall warning horn. Move over a little bit. There, perfect, that's fine. And you can see there's a post over there on the left-hand side, about the middle of the channel. It's got a Texas flag on it.
Got it. It's a low spot.
There's a stump there and everything like that.
Okay.
So when we get to 400 feet indicated, I want to have a nose high attitude. In fact, let me do the first one.
Okay. Your controls.
The airplane. All right. Put in a lot of nose up trim. Get rid of the power. I'm coming down. The lake is at approximately 200 feet. Okay. So here's 400 feet. All right. Now, listen to the stall warning. This is a glassy water landing. Power's coming in. Hear the stall warning horn? Yep. Just talk to me a little bit. And your power is moving in and out as you need, but the pitch is not changing. See, out of my pitch there. See how we came down? Yeah. Pitch down nice and smooth, 300 foot a minute. We're on. You have the airplane.
I have the airplane.
We're not going to take off. I want you to push the nose forward and feel a little bit of drag. Yeah, all right. Bring it back on step. Now, because you've slowed the airplane down, you got to add power to get it back on step. Just a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Now, go ahead and bury the back of the float. Feel the drag. Feel that? Yeah. Okay, put it back on step. Might have to add a little bit of power. Okay, whatever. All right. Now, we're going to get past this fisherman, and then we're going to make a left or right wave and take it out into the lake. Okay? Okay. And now right here, try to keep your rudders, don't put any pressure on your rudder. Okay. And watch this. Do I turn to the left? Yep. That's P factor. Now, give me a little more power. Just a little bit more. Okay. Now watch this. It'll start to turn to the right. It's really rogue right now. But
having a hard time.
Yeah. Now, if you take your feet off your rudders, take your feet off your rudders. All right. Now, if I take my feet off the rudders, watch what happens. Look, with no, see?
Oh, yeah.
Then when I push the nose down like this, I can slow the rate down, okay? But if I pull the nose up like this, it'll increase the rate. Look at the rate of turn. Yeah, right there. Okay, now I want to turn to the right. Do you have the airplane?
I have the airplane.
Full right aileron. Okay. Full right aileron. Don't worry about the duck.
All right.
Well, we'll kind of, it may not be fast enough. Let's get out of the way there a little bit. He's humping.
Yeah.
All right, now, with a little bit of power, because you're trying to turn, so it takes power to turn, just like it does in the air. All right, now, just give it a little bit of right rudder.
Okay.
Just a little bit, and watch it turn.
Yeah.
Right? And we've got the airplane banked. Like, yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, a little more right rudder. Coming around to the right. Okay, now I want you to go to neutral aileron again. All right, now I want you to full left aileron. And just use less right rudder. Yeah, okay. All right, now raise your nose just a little bit. Raise, all right, there you go. Bring in a little bit of power. Bring in a little power. Okay. And look how it increases in rate of turn. See that? Yeah. That's your P factor. All right, now we're going to just add a little bit of left rudder to it so we can turn completely around before we get to the dock. Just leave that in there. Okay. Okay. A little bit of power because you're coming off step just a little bit. A little more power. All right, slow down the right rudder. You're turning a little too fast. All right. If you turn too fast, it digs in sideways, which we don't want to do. Right rudder. Right rudder? Yeah, I mean, you're allowing it to turn a little too fast. Okay. You're doing fine. Now, right in here, if you push down on the nose, all right, it'll slow down the rate of turn. Okay. Okay. If you pull back, it'll speed up the rate of turn. All right. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Feedback? Okay. When you get pointed out towards the lake there, go to just level flight and full power, and let's get out of the water. Okay. All right. Right there. Now it's full power. Okay. And don't rush the takeoff. Just let it. You'll know when it wants to fly. Okay. So you're dragging the back of the floats. All right, that's okay. No. Get that up, okay? Don't want to take a chance of touching that water once you got airplane. Okay. All right, now, right here, get yourself in trim. All right, you're in trim? Pretty close. Yeah, they have the airplane. You're in trim. Now, here's what happens when you raise the flaps. 1, 2, 3. And if you're 50 feet off the water, you're going to hit the water and get killed. Okay? Okay? So what I do is I roll in one roll of nose up trim, and then I raise the flaps.
Gotcha.
That way, you know, the nose doesn't dip. And I'll show you that again the next time we come around. Okay, right in here you have the airplane. We're at 10. Take us up there and let's do another traffic pattern. Okay. People get 10 feet off the water and then they reach it. And the reason I have you counting this, I don't want you looking at this. If you're looking at this, you don't see the water. And 10, 15 feet at this speed, it only takes 2 or 3 seconds. You hit the water with full power, it's going to kill you. I mean, you know, if you flip the airplane, your face is going through this thing. I mean, it's just, it's the end of the story. Yeah, it's another Gulf Stream in the ditch.
Worse than the Gulf Stream in the ditch.
Yeah, it's a lot worse. Okay, now you saw how I had the friction lock loose on the throttle, and I got the attitude, and then I'm just working the throttle in and out to get the airplane to come down, to settle down, okay? And the stall warning horn might be working at you, talking to you a little bit. I don't want it screaming at you, but I want it, you know, talking to you a little bit. Okay. All right, we're on downwind, 700 feet, carburetor heat.
All right, carburetor heat on, then off. Gas on both. Rudder up for water landing. Undercarriage up for water landing. Mixture and props are set. Seatbelt switches are on. Flaps 10, landing 20.
Excellent, very nice. Got that checklist nailed.
I hope so.
Keep the turn going. Just keep it going all the way to the water. All right, there you go. Now just kind of roll it out. You know, just figure yourself out to stay on the, you know, on the
over
right
the
side.
water.
Well, over the water and on the right side of the channel.
Okay. All right, now we can go 20.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Let's get the carburetor heat cold.
All right, carburetor heat's in.
Power back. You can chop the power to idle. Let's get it down there a little bit.
Get the friction out.
Yeah. All right. And then just looking outside, when you think we're 150, 200 feet off the water, get that nose up, get the trim in there, and start bringing in the power to, you know, kind of dragging it in, okay? Okay, that's where you want to get the nose up. No, let's get the nose up first. Nose up again. I want to hear the stall warning horn. There you go. All right. Now, just work your power in and out to keep yourself coming down. If you feel a sinker, put in a lot of power and recover. You know, just like you've been doing all your life, okay? All right. Now, if you let go of the yoke, would the nose stay where it's at? Yeah, there you go. That's pretty close.
Just air.
And when it touches down, bring in a little bit of power to keep it on step. That's your glassy water landing. A little bit of power to keep it on step. All right, now, push the nose forward and feel the drag. Yep. Bring the nose back, feel the drag. Put it back on step. All right, when you're ready, take off. Now, lower the nose a little bit because you're dragging just the back of the foot. There you go. Now just let it accelerate. Now, it's ready to fly, right? Put an inch of attitude on it. See how it came out? Yep. You were dragging the back of the float, which it'll go, but it just takes a lot more water to go. You've got more drag, so it's going to take more water, okay? All right? No, I get a little higher. I try to get about 100 feet. Okay. Now, right now, are you in trim? Pretty close. Okay. Give it one roll of nose up trim. All right. There you go. Now raise your flaps. Okay. One, two, three. All right, leave go of the airplane. See that? Work good? Yep. I tell you, a lot of guys been killed. That airplane, enough said, it's obvious. You don't let the airplane hit the water. You just can't do that. Yeah. All right, tighten it up a little bit here. All right, roll wings level. There's the island, and you're going to be halfway between the island and the shore, and that's where you can kind of pick up the road, okay? Okay, now, your glassy water landing and your rough water landing are exactly identical. There's no change. You know, rough water, you just have depth perception, and glassy water, you don't. You know? Yeah. I mean, I know that sounds simplistic, but sometimes the simple things are just the simple things. Doing a glassy water approach, you want to hear that stall warning horn talking to you. Just, you know, a little beep beep.
Oh, is it beep too much?
No, you're fine. You know, especially if you work the throttle. But I got some guys, you know, they just, you know, did we roll that son of a bitch in that position? No, just loosen up the friction lock and use it.
I'm used to flying with that thing on and when I'm landing, so it doesn't bother me. I can listen to the tone.
700 feet, carburetor heat.
Carburetor heat on. And then checklist, carburetor heat on, then off, gas, both. Rudder up for water landing, undercarriage up for water landing, mixture and props are set. Mixture and props are set, seatbelts and switches are on, flaps 10, landing 20.
There you go. Give me a glassy water landing, put it, then bring in the power, keep it on step. Then I want you to go left, give me a little, you know, 45-degree turn, we'll left, right, 45-degree turn. And when you roll out of the right or left, you know, whichever one you do second, that's fine. When you roll out of that, add the power and fly out of here, okay?
All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
That's the flag I was talking about there. See how you're not changing your attitude, but you're adjusting your sync with power. Very nice. All right, when you feel good, go full left aileron and give me a left 45-degree turn, okay? Add a little bit of, put a little attitude on it for the P factor. That's good. Go straight now. Give me full right aileron. A little bit of power to, you know, and you need more power on a right turn. You know?
I was looking for that boat. I think I'll moved on.
Left. And something, you're making a right turn, you might lower the pitch a little bit. Just lower, there you go. And of course, bring in power because you got more drag on the floats, but you also got less P factor. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Whenever you feel ready.
All right, ready to take
full power, and then flatten the nose a little bit. You're dragging just a little bit of the back of the float. All right. And now you can feel. Now, right now, just go ahead and push it forward a little bit. Feel the drag. You can feel the drag? Yeah, all right, now bring it back. Now, you don't feel the drag. You're out of step.
Yeah, look at this. I'm flying.
Yep. Very, very nice. Very nice. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. And as soon as you have the airplane in trim for this takeoff here, roll in one roll and nose up trim. There's one roll. And now raise the flaps. 1, 2, 3. Leave go of the airplane. There it is. See that? Yep. And surprisingly enough, if you actually, you know, get it all set up like I said, and then you go 2 rolls and nose up trim, 2 rolls and raise the flaps all the way up, you lift over the open, goddamn thing stays where it's at. Just 1 roll of trim is about 10 degrees of flap. Yeah. Preston did a pretty nice job of figuring that out. Okay, nothing would be complete without an engine failure. Give me a left turn. Get it going. Get it going. All right. Put your hand on the throttle. Okay. Put your fingers on the flaps. Don't do anything. All right, you're turned into the wind. Let's get the nose high attitude. Now, not too much because you don't have any power to recover. Okay. Flaps. No, just leave it right there. All right. When you flare the airplane, put out the flaps. All right, start to flare the airplane. Now, put out the flaps.
2, 3.
That's it. nose high. Be sure to bring in a little bit of power. There you go. Alright, that's your engine failure. Max power, let's go. Water's a little rough around here. And when it pops out, you know, let it push out. Yeah, let it, I mean, if it puts you out, kind of feather it there, see if you can hold it out, okay? Alright. We got 2 G's. Piece of cake. When you think you're trimmed, give it one roll of nose up trim. Did that? Wow. Well, 2, 3, up. Alright, and now give it one more roll. Alright. Now raise the flaps all the way. Okay. I was going to show you that 2 rolls works about 20 degrees.
Oh, I got you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We're good. Well,
I'm so used to just kind of finding where it needs to be, you know.
I do it. Yeah, I put it where it needs to be.
Yeah.
But for the sake of the seaplane, I like to have the trim in prior to the flaps so you don't make that mistake. And I'm teaching you to be ahead of the airplane.
Sure. We got a power line up there. Looks like we're going to be above it.
You can go underneath the power line on the water, but you can't fly under it.
Okay.
That's illegal.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I would say give me a left or right turn. Let's head back towards the dam.
Okay.
If you're comfortable with your lake work, let's go back and get the check ride done on the sea lane. Okay. Just that, okay? And we're going all the way up. Okay. 1,200 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Flaps are up. This is set. We're good.
So we head down to the dam, just stay over water just as long as possible,
Yeah.
just for free landing.
Yeah, just go back out to the water area, go to the dam, and I want to be perpendicular to the dam. Okay?
Before we cross.
And, well, when you're good and you're perpendicular, we're going to put 165 on this.
For the compass setting.
Yeah, because we're perpendicular, and I've done all that stuff. We're perpendicular to, as we cross over the dam, set 165 and turn the airplane to 180 degrees. And
Gotcha.
that'll take us back. And of course, you know, with a little bit of wind, you might go to 190 degrees, okay? Now right here, turn towards the dam, okay? Now this is all just because this is the way I do it. It doesn't make it right or wrong. All right, you got the thing over there. See these 2 little buildings right there in front of us?
Yeah.
I want to be on the right-hand side of those buildings. Okay. And then there's an American flag right over here in this kind of industrial park area. All right. And I just kind of stay between these 2 buildings and industrial park and line up with the dam. And then across the dam, I put 165, turn to 180, and I'm on the way. Can you see the American flag over there?
Yeah, the big one, yeah, right by that park.
Yep, exactly.
So I'm on the left side of the flag, right side of the buildings, correct?
That's correct. Now we're trying to climb at 80. That's at 165. That's good. And I'd say we get a solid 1,200 feet out of this, 12, 13 yards. And then pull it back to 2,500 and we're on the way home. I wait till I cross the dam and then I pick up a 180 and it takes me right to the shopping center and everything else. Okay? And today probably 190 because we got a little bit of wind in there. Okay. All right, there you go. Heading 190. There's the big flag I was talking about. Okay. Have you ever been to Papa's on the Lake?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, Papa's on the Lake is right there. And the road right there is that road right there. And that's the road takes us all the way down to 2920.
Okay. Yeah, my dad skis at the ski lake right over here all the time.
Yeah.
And you know Pat Deegan? He's a Southwest pilot, or he was. He's retired now.
Yeah. No, I don't think I know.
Anyway, he's got a ski lake. He's got a little sea ray. He flies out of his ski lake too. I've flown with him before too.
Yeah. So, are you going to buy into the sea rock or your buddy's sea rock?
Yeah, I think so. We might work out a deal. We might work out a deal where he can fly my 172. Yes, sir.
Go back to 2,500 here so we don't redline. There you go. All right. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, where he flies the 172 and you fly the Sea Ray?
Yeah, and then I pay for the delta on the insurance because I don't have much sea. Like his insurance the first year and that was pretty high, but it came down.
Yeah.
It got cut in half the second year.
Yep.
But when I get on, I'm sure it's going to go back up again, and so I'll pay for that delta.
Yeah.
And then he can kind of fly mine for oil and maintenance reserve,
A little gas and oil and we're done.
and then I fly his. So I think that's what we're going to do. But
That's a nice, easy way to do it with a friend. you know?
Yeah, and he's a super good guy. You know, we've flown a lot together, and he's got a 421 too.
Oh, they're at Conroe or?
It's actually at Hooks.
Okay.
It's right across from. It's like 2 hangar rows up from you.
From who?
Right, but you know where all the T hangars are?
Yeah.
And then just south of that, there's a guy that had like a flying club with a Cirrus and a 206 and a,
Oh, yeah.
and a Cub.
Yeah.
It's in
Oh,
his
he's got
hangar.
it in his hangar. Yeah, that's Paul White.
Paul White, that's his name, yeah. So that's where they have it parked right now, but he's got the C-Ray parked at a T hangar at Hooks.
It'll be 10 degrees left.
Okay.
The road I was talking about is
There it is.
this road right here.
Okay.
And we want to be on the east side of that.
Okay.
That keeps us away from the localizer and
I
everything.
understand. So I'm trying to find him a hangar up at Hooks. Up at Conroe. He'd rather be at Conroe, but hangars are kind of hard to come by.
That ain't going to happen.
Well, I got one. I looked into it, but
Well, but you got it before this whole mess happened.
no, I got it I've only been in it for about 9 months, 8 months.
I know, 9 months ago you could get a hangar. You can't get a hangar right now.
Yeah.
Plus the price of hangars. Now, you've got a 60 by 60 or something?
No. Mine's a 40 by, like 35 by 40.
Okay, so it's just a T hangar.
No, it's a box.
It's a box
It's
hangar?
a full box hangar with bifold electric doors.
Okay, and what do you pay a month for that?
No, I own it.
Oh, you bought it. Okay,
Yeah.
What do you have to pay, if you don't mind me asking? I just want to...
100 grand.
Oh, yeah, that's a good deal. That's a very good deal.
And it's got 25 years left on the land lease.
Yeah, that's good.
So I thought that was pretty reasonable. It works out to be about $300 a month, you know?
Piece of cake.
And so I was like, man, couldn't even come close to rent. I mean, a hangar like that would probably go for $800 or $900 a month.
Right. Yep.
Right. So if I got tired of it, I could just rent it out as a rental property.
Sure, and let the 25 years run.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, I'm really happy up there. I like it up there. It's about the same distance drive time-wise for me for either airport. So, but it seems like it's just as busy there as it is at Hooks.
Well, it is because of ATP being there. You know,
They're real busy.
They burn up a lot of time. All right. Now, right about here, give me about a 10 degrees to the right. That's that shopping center I'm talking about. And when we get to the shopping center, we'll be able to see the water tower.
Okay.
We'll put the water tower underneath the right wing. Pick up a little heading of around 18190, because of the wind. And you're on the way to Hooks Airport. All right. There's a Home Depot in there. And of course, you get the water tower, you get the racetrack, the running track, which identifies. But there's a couple water towers out here.
Yeah, make sure you hit the right ones.
Yeah, the slow viz and stuff like that. And you can actually follow this road all the way to 2920. You'll end up on the west side of Hooks Airport. But I mean, not a big deal. I've never really had to fly it. I mean, of course, I've only done this about, 5,000 times.
Put Hooks back on, or just wait a minute?
We can put it back on. And then let's go get Venus.
Runway 17 left, happy out of service. Taxiway Foxtrot, Hotel name is closed. Taxiway Foxtrot closed. Launch runs on effect discussion for wildlife information Delta.
Delta.
Hotel information Delta 1653 Zulu, weather wind 2307, visibility 6, haze 1,900 scattered, ceiling 2,500 broken, temperature 27, dew point 22, altimeters 2968, RNAV runway 17 right approaching use. Notams runway 17 right localized out of service. Runway 17 left happy out of service. Taxiway Foxtrot, Hotel name is closed. Taxiway Foxtrot closed. Launching runs on effect discussion for wildlife information Delta. Hooks Tower helicopter 278 Kilo Echo is at Yankee 3 with Delta requesting a south departure. Hooks Tower, are you a helicopter? Roger that, affirmative, I'm Yankee 3, 278 Kilo Echo. Helicopter 7 Kilo Echo, roger, departure picture. I want the water tower right there. I'll take action right again. No, that's the right, right wing. Okay. Helicopter 7 Kilo Echo, roger, departure picture. Owner is traffic, Cessna 1100 in the left downwind. Ambulance with the traffic. 8 Kilo Echo. Over 66 Foxtrot, there's going to be a helicopter departing below you midfield southbound. Roger that, we'll be looking out for it, and we're going to be full stop on this one. 66 Foxtrot, number 2, following shaky traffic, 2 mile follow on someone to right to clear to land. Number 2, 1 7 right, clear to land, 6 o'clock.
Okay, when that goes under our wing, we call it, we're 8 miles north, landing with, what was it, Bravo?
I think it's Delta.
Delta.
1,900 scattered, ceiling, 2,500 broken. Temperature 27, viewpoint 22. Altimeter's 2968. Right now, runway 17 right, approaching use. Notims, runway 17 right, localized out of service. Runway 17 left, happy out of service. Taxiway Foxtrot, Gino Hotel limits closed. Taxiway Foxtrot closed. Launching zones on effect, discussion, wildlife information, Delta.
Right.
And so,
Here's another thing. I don't call myself a Cessna. I call myself a seaplane.
okay.
You call yourself a Cessna. I've only been here 23 years. They'll clear to land on 17 right. And what have you done all your life? Land on the runway.
Right.
So you know what you're going to do?
Land on the runway.
Yeah. And they won't give a shit.
Until it closes the runway. Then they'll get mad.
Well, no, the tower, they're going to give them a paycheck. They don't give a shit.
Alright, so we're about 6 miles north?
We're 7, tell them 8 miles north. That'll be fine. And give me a heading 180, fine.
Okay.
Traffic inside 6 o'clock. 65 road. Quick Tower, seaplane 92873 is about 7 miles north, information Delta for the waterway.
The sea lane. But then,
Seaplane 73, Lake Tower, squad 5366, landing or pattern work? Pattern work, 5366 on the squad for 873. 873, roger, sea lane south, clear for the option, make a left traffic. Sea lane south, left traffic, clear for the option, 873.
very nice. Okay, now, give me a left turn 10 degrees because I can see the runway. And I just want to
okay, I see it. I see it now.
to the left. There you go.
I got it. I understand. Wow, we navigated 16 miles without a GPS.
Do you believe that?
Possible.
It is possible. I'll sign your logbook if you'll sign mine.
The compass still works as a navigational instrument, huh?
No, this one doesn't. See how it reads north?
Yeah, I noticed that. That's why we calibrated off the damn ball when we crossed.
It's just like a broken clock is correct twice a day.
That's right.
Compass is correct if you're going the right direction. This is the same road that we were talking about.
Okay.
Okay. But it goes up there, then it bends over there and ends up on the west side of the airport. So. But we're doing fine.
Do you think they're going to get that Gulfstream out today?
No. I thought they were, but if you got to get that Gulf, there's 10 hours of work to get that out of there.
Yeah.
And you have to start at 10, you got to start at 9 in the morning, get it out by 6 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I mean, I would have a gravel truck there to fill up the hole.
Yeah, pick it up, fill up the hole, and set it on the gravel.
No, set it, then
Set it on boards.
On top of the gravel, you've got to put timber. And you got to put 2-inch thick, no shit timber. Not some timber you buy in Lowe's.
That thing probably weighs, what, 70,000 pounds?
It's lightweight coming in, I mean, I don't think...
Maybe 50?
Yeah, it's probably 75,000 when it's full, but I would say, it's probably, 45 to 55 in that area. Now, it's only half that weight, because of the other landing gear.
Yeah, they might suck all the fuel out or something while it's sitting there.
Well, we cannot get our trucks do not defuel.
Oh, they
I don't
don't
know how the hell they're going to do that. I mean, they'll figure it out, but I mean, I guess you could open up the over wing, but the wing slanted like that, all that fuel is going to run out all over the ground. Now you got the EPA you got to deal with.
Yeah.
But you could jack it completely up, and get everything stabilized, and then defuel the wing, with I don't know how
easier to tow. It's got a lot of gas in it.
4665, check high ground.
Alright, so we're just going to kind of expand out our pattern here, I guess, for our descents and everything.
I kind of leave us right here at 1,200 feet until you have to descend. When you have to descend, get back on the power, get the speed down to 80, get some flaps out. All these trees, I've never wanted to land in the trees.
Yeah, birds land in trees, planes don't, right?
Yeah, like that bird right there, but he just fell out of our way. So. Yeah, I don't want to mess up all of those birds' nests. It's for the birds, that I don't want to land in there.
I hear you.
We'll do a touch and go. initial takeoffs, you know, adding the power and getting it on. Pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I think you're fine. You have to pass a check ride today.
Okay.
No problem at all.
Clear 4-6 Alpha base behind, seaplane on a 1 mile final, also in right, clear for the option.
And if you just review behind the seaplane, I mean, you have to check with the, yeah.
Good job, Fred.
Alright. Carburetor heat on, then off. Gas, both. Rudders up for water landing, undercarriage up for water landing. Make sure props are set. Seatbelts and switches are on. Flaps. 1, 2, 3, 10, landing 20. Beautiful. Power's coming back.
Yep, this is perfect. You will not be getting an engine failure to a landing, and, you know, he doesn't do any
Because
of
it's too
that.
tight here.
Well, no, I do it, but I mean, it's not on the check ride.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Alright.
If you want to do one here, we'll do one, but...
Alright, so go to 20. Do 1, 2, 3.
Okay, now, put it in the forward slip, left aileron, right rudder. Push that nose down. Now just go right to the locks on the rudder. Right, just all the way.
Oh, okay.
See?
Alright, yep.
There it is. All right, now, recover. Cover, and do it to the right. Not a big deal, is it?
Nope,
All right,
not at all.
recover. And there you go, little nose up trim. All right, get in the center of the sea lane. When it touches down, go to power. And power. Yeah, we didn't get down. Got the airbags out there.
One, 2, 3.
Beautiful. Very, very nice. Now we'll take it around and
873, sea lane south, good for the option.
873, sea lane south, good for the option.
we'll take it around, do a full stop, put it on the trailer. All right?
Tower, Phenom 80 Echo Juliet with you for the RNAV 17 right.
Get him 80 Echo Juliet, Oaks Tower, let's reply clear to land.
17 right, clear to land, brain circuit Juliet.
Alright, carburetor on, then off, gas, off, rudder up for water landing, undercarriage up for water landing, props and mixture are set, seatbelts and switches are set, flaps 10, landing 20.
Excellent. In here 1 second. That light is on up above us, and he's going to turn it off. That's all.
Okay.
We're good. And 873, can you make a short approach? Affirmative, 873, we can make a short approach. Get it in there.
Alright. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Just a little bit of power. There you go. Beautiful. Very nice. Don't do anything till we're into displacement taxi. There you go. We did it in half the sea lane. See that?
Yep.
Water rudder's down. Back to the truck. And 873, we're going to go back to the trailer. Thank you very much. 873, roger, good day.
So if would adding more power increase my rate of turn or not really do anything, just drive me to the shore? If like I was right on the turn?
Yeah, the best way to do that if you were, look like you're
Not gonna make it.
like that, is to burp the power. And what I do is I go rum, boom, rum, boom. And every time I do that, the airplane doesn't pick up any speed, but the aerodynamic rudder picks up more authority.
Gotcha.
That
Okay,
makes
that's
sense.
good. Because if you just put the power in, you're probably just going to go straight almost.
Here, I'll show you.
Are your controls?
I got the airplane. Hi. Now I'm going to try to make a turn to the left here, and I'll show you that, okay? Come over here, and you can just, you have to see it, but I can see the difference, okay? All right, so right here, I'm going like this. Now just go. Now it picks the nose up. We haven't increased any speed. We're not going any faster, but I got the nose up, and the airplane is turning a little tighter. Okay, you got the airplane?
I have the aircraft.
Just burp it. Go ahead. Good. A little more. Yeah.
Right, now, what if
Don't leave the throttle in the front. Just keep burping it. Can you see it pick up and turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what you do if you're in a real tight quarter. But another time you might end up just, if you're turning into the wind and it's not working or something, you might have to just back it off and let Mother Nature turn you. And I've pushed off the shore a few times.
Up here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so for the docking, I'm going to go all the way around just like we're doing a traffic pattern until I get square.
Around, line up, leave it at 1,000 RPM. When you think you're 3 seconds from the truck, pull the mixture. Okay.
Noise. Echo Juliet, say parking?
Now,
Aviation for 82.
if I had some wind like we did today,
Roger, make the 180
bring the
and
flat
exit
throttle
early.
Okay,
About where you
less,
touched in.
Pushing us.
Yeah, well, Mother Nature affects you less, that's all.
Make this baby aerodynamic, huh?
Yeah, pick up some speed. I'd like to put 180 horse in this, but it's just not worth spending 50 to 60 grand.
Yeah, it's tough to
When I
justify.
got 175,
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what,
The power flow is nice.
because I had a power flow on my 160 before,
Yeah.
and when I changed over, it was like a new airplane. It was
Well, it is.
dramatic. How much
But you
different
also
it
have
is.
the power flow on the ones on the.
And the 180.
Wind 2406, altimeter 2967.
Yeah, it was an awesome addition. Now we got a wind. The wind's kind of to our left.
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to kind of push us across a little bit, right? So we're going to have to crab a little bit as we approach
Yeah.
the trailer.
But what I do is I'll set up the crab and then I'll get, upwind or downwind on the crab so I can, get the rudder straight by the time I get there.
Okay.
You'll see. I'll show you.
And then are we pulling up their water rudders before we hit, or we don't matter about them?
Water rudders all the way to the. Till we
Yeah,
go to
because
the
they're not
trailer.
going to hit anything. Yeah.
Yeah, they're behind us. They're not going to. And for any reason, if the wind is really blowing or something, Rick will put it back on the trailer. But, right now I don't anticipate a difficulty with the wind or anything.
Yeah.
All right, straight right now, straight.
Okay, straight.
When you can make one turn to the truck, make
Okay.
one turn.
Right about here.
No.
Right about there?
Yep.
That looks about straight based
Yeah.
upon the
Now,
extensions.
put your hand on the mixture.
Okay.
And now you're just going to keep working that rudder, you know, just a half an inch this way, half if that way.
Does it look okay to you?
Yeah, no, it looks fine. Looks fine.
Back a
Now,
little.
when you lose the propeller, the wind is going to try to turn you to the right a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. Okay?
Okay.
And right about now. Put a right rudder, a little left rudder.
Alright, water rudder's up. And just come right up here. No, come right up here. Free to cross. The lights go off. The radio goes off. The mags go off. And the master goes off. So we just bring it right up here and all the way across.
Okay.
Alright, very nice.
Hopefully it didn't scare you too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Peeing my pants a lot, so it's not that big.
There could be I could make an age joke right there, but I wouldn't.